Now, ladies and gentlemen, it should be noted before this title match begins that this match was born because the two men in the ring didn't have opponents. Austin Aries was originally scheduled to face one Tony Kozina, but Tony Kozina was fired when Team Epic was fired. So our champion had no opponent. Aaron Aguilera was supposed to wrestle Teddy Hart, who no-showed, so Aaron Aguilera had no opponent. So by virtue of neither man having an opponent, Aaron Aguilera drew the luck of the Irish and decided, and all of a sudden it was Aaron Aguilera, Austin Aries, Pro Wrestling War Championship on the line. And this is the kind of spot, this is the kind of match, this is the kind of thing that wrestlers dream of. They dream of one day getting there and saying, hey, you're wrestling for the title, you're wrestling for the big thing, you're wrestling for all the marbles. And you gotta realize that Austin Aries has a very large mountain to climb in the very, very large Aaron Aguilera. This is very much a David versus Goliath match, but honestly, Austin still has the advantage because he still is the champion. Aaron has to beat Aries. Aries does not have to beat Aguilera. Side headlock right there, and this is the game plan that Austin Aries has to stick to. He's got to ground the big man. He's got to take his wheels out. He cannot stand there and go toe-to-toe and go move for move and go power for power because he's going to lose that match. As good as a wrestler he is, and there aren't many better. Look at the reversals. Beautiful back elbow, springboard back elbow right there. And now Aries waiting on Aguilera, side headlock. Now this is the mistake. Look at the base that Aguilera has. He has that large base. He can easily power out of this, but right now, Aries is controlling the match. Shoots him off, shoulder tackle, and there's what I was talking about. Look at the shoulder block. Effortlessly knocks Aries to the floor. Two men jawing back and forth. And Aguilera wants to test his strength, and he wants to see if Aries can even reach his hands. Now toying with the man. This is Aaron Aguilera's high point right here. This is what he does. He gets into the mind of his opponents and then uses, and Aries stomps on the foot, and now he takes the big man down. Cover, one, could be, oh, one count only. And there's Aries, the smart champion, goes right back to the side headlock and tries to slow the match down and get the match where he wants it. Side headlock takes the big man over. Really controlling with the side headlock right there. Aguilera trying to fight out of this move. Austin just wants to keep him down right now. And look at the head. There's what I was talking about, the size. Effortlessly, he moves that 6'4" frame, grabs him with that head scissors, and now Austin Aries has to try to break out of the big man's grip. Comes to the front. Aguilera still. Look at Austin. Look at Austin Aries with the handstand. Breaks out both feet to the face. And Aaron Aguilera rolls to the outside. But he's not safe. We know that Austin Aries, and a beautiful suicide dive to the middle rope, takes Aguilera right off his feet. But Austin Aries went hard into those metal bleachers, and that's not the first time tonight these bleachers have come into play. They've altered the course of many a match tonight. And a kick, and look at him using the bleachers to kick the bigger man right between the shoulder blades. Measures him, kick to the chest right there. And Aaron Aguilera, you gotta understand, I don't know if Aaron Aguilera came in this match expecting this out of Austin Aries. I mean, to me, he would have been foolish not to expect something like this, or even to look at the tope con hilo right there over the top rope. Shades of Eddie, the late great Eddie Guerrero, comes off with the elbow drop. 1, 2. Oh, 2 counting only right there, but that's what Austin Aries needs to do. He needs to go for the quick covers. But right now, Aguilera's got the chance of a lifetime. He's sitting on the golden egg. He got a free title shot, and he's got to do everything in his power to make good on that shot, because who knows when he'll get another title shot. There are guys waiting in the wings. Charles Mercury is the #1 contender. I'm sure he's right now in the back looking at the monitor, very interested in. I don't think that Austin Aries is going to be able to suplex Aaron Aguilera. Shot to the back right there, though. He's not going to give up. Goes for it again. Tries for that suplex. I don't think. But look at Aguilera. Powers up Aries. And throws him right across. Abdomen first across that top rope. And now a kick to the chest. And Aries is down to the floor. But Aguilera's got to get Aries back in the ring because he cannot beat the champ outside the ring. He's got to pin the champ or make him submit. A countout does Aaron Aguilera no good in this match. Now throws Austin Aries back first right into the apron. He's going to make it that much harder for Aries to pick him up later on the ring for any kind of move. Referee's now at 6. And Aaron Aguilera pushing his head through. Well, that was breaking the count. He did stick his head into the ring. He broke the count, even if he was. And Austin Aries, not very keen or fond of being stepped on and being used as a stepping stool by Aaron Aguilera, stands up and reciprocates with a right hand to the face. And now Aguilera choking the man. Tries to pull him to that steel turnbuckle post. And now look at him, freestyle bow and arrow, pulling him. I don't know if that's groin first or that's shoulder and rib first, but from my vantage point, it's got to hurt. And Aguilera finally slides back into the ring. Stalking out the much smaller man, Austin Aries. Drags him to, no. He's trying to drag in the middle ring, into the middle of the ring, probably for a pin. Austin Aries doing the smart thing and cradling that bottom rope, not allowing himself to be pulled to the middle of the ring. Aguilera now in full control, stalking the champ. And look at Austin Aries fighting back. Left hand to the midsection, but cut off with a boot to the back. Austin now fights to his feet. Aguilera now shoulder tackles right to the midsection of Austin Aries. One more. Third time's a charm. You gotta wonder how much that's taking out of Austin Aries to have 260 odd pounds being driven into your breadbasket. And now a back elbow. And a back elbow from Aaron Aguilera is not like a back elbow from a normal man. This man is huge. And that has to be like a jackhammer hitting the side of the head of Austin Aries. Austin Aries is very groggy right now, but he's still fighting back. That heart of that champion, he's held that Pro Wrestling World title for almost a year now, over a year. And he wants to do everything in his power to keep that belt around his waist. Austin comes on now, beautiful spinning backbreaker. And now look at that, bends him right across the knee, trying to get a submission out of the champ. Series of elbows right there to the chest and breadbasket area. Still stretching him. That spine and back area has got to be racked with pain. Throws him off, now goes for the cover. 1, 2. 2 count again. And Austin Aries, ladies and gentlemen, is in all sorts of trouble, but you can never underestimate a man like Austin Aries. This was the man who ended the reign of Samoa Joe in Ring of Honor to win that. But he's not going to win this match taking moves like that. Beautiful reverse suplex right there. Drops him face and chest first. Austin Aries clutching at his stomach. 1, 2. And I gotta believe that's the game plan of Aguilera. He's been working on that abdomen. He's been working on those ribs. And I gotta believe that's the focal point of his attack right now. And you can really see it registering in the face of one Austin Aries. Aguilera now slowly stalking the champ. Series of kicks down to the midsection. One more. The champ's down. What's he going for right here? Standing on the top rope. Headbutt. We're gonna call that low. Referee now not sure where it hit either, but he's admonishing both men. Now he's delivering the standing 10 count. And once again, Aguilera is the first man to his feet. Now choking the man on the middle rope. There's a 5 count. Rick Knox warning the challenger right here. The challenger cannot want or get a disqualification, because again, just like the count, disqualification gets him nothing. Look at the back elbows right there. Aries now ascending the top rope. Aguilera's groggy. Cross body block. The big man catches it and drops him stomach first across the knee. But Aguilera is not following up, and I gotta wonder, why isn't he following up? Knowing what's on the line, this is not a normal match. This is for the Pro Wrestling World Championship. There's the cover finally. 1, 2, and a 2 count again. And once again, there's the focal point of the attack, that abdomen rib area. He brought him right across that knee, and Austin Aries is having all kinds of trouble right now. Rear chin lock right now applied, and with the attack to the ribs area, with the attack to the lungs, to the stomach, how how good is the wind of one Austin Aries? If he wasn't struggling for breath before, he's got to be struggling for breath now with that massive arm. Well, now Austin Aries fighting back. Series of left hands to the abdomen. Comes off the ropes. Grabs him. And look at the big man sending Austin Aries sky high. Once again dropping him on the abdomen area. And Austin Aries is hurt. He's got to have bruised insides right now. Possibly a broken rib. Cover, 1, 2. 2 count again. Austin Aries continues to kick out. And as I was saying, this man's been against the likes of Samoa Joe and the greats like that. So I mean, this kind of punishment's no stranger to him. But how much can he take before he finally folds? And a 2 count again after a beautiful standing leg drop, courtesy of the hardcore kid, Aaron Aguilera. Aguilera now spitting on a fan. Austin Aries still trying to fight to his feet. Picks him up and there's the bear hug. Very basic move right now by Aguilera. He knows that he can possibly get a submission right here. He's been working on that back and that solar plexus area. And look at him. Look at the chops to the head, trying to disrupt the equilibrium and hopefully get a little bit of lax in those arms to get out. And he's created enough. But a knee to the midsection cuts that off. Aguilera not sure where he's at. Ducks the clothesline. Aguilera comes off. No, misses the back elbow. And now Austin Aries has got to take advantage of this. He's got to take advantage of that big top rope move. And I got to say, that was a high-risk move. And I've said it before, high-risk moves will either pay off for you or they will bite you in the ass. And that one could have possibly bitten Aaron Aguilera right in his ass. Aguilera fights to his feet. Kick to the midsection, series of chops. Look at the champ fight back, comes off the ropes. Beautiful forearm shot. And now he goes for the vertical base. Kick to the knees. Another forearm shot, another kick to the knee. The big man staggers. Step up in security. He's got the man down to one knee. Aries comes off. Clothesline finally takes the big man off his feet. And the champ's got all the adrenaline. Irish whip, no reversal. Austin Aries slides right out of the ring. Beautiful shoulder tackle to the midsection. Brings him down with that stunner across the top rope. What's he going for here? Beautiful twisting splash. Come on. 2. Oh, 2 count only. Aries now. Cabrera, lion salt. 1, 2. No, 2 count again. And Austin Aries, I gotta wonder how smart that was with the abuse that his ribs have taken to hit a move like that. Austin Aries now ascending the top turnbuckle. Persian waits. Beautiful drop kick, missile drop kick. Cover. 1, 2. No, 2.5. And Austin Aries is really frustrated right now, ladies and gentlemen. You can see it in his face. That was a beautiful set of moves right there by the champ, but he couldn't put the challenger away. Aries is calling for the end now. And I gotta wonder, can he pick the big man up? He couldn't do it before. Still having trouble. Those rib muscles are really giving him a time. No. Reversal arm wringer. Aries goes for a kip up. Catches him now. Might be going beautiful. Look at him. Drops him right on the back of his head. And Aguilera, it's all elementary. 1, 2. New champ. 2.5. Austin Aries gets the shoulder up. And look at, now the frustration is beginning to set in on Aguilera, because Aguilera's hit Austin with everything he can, even worked on those ribs, even made it a point to attack the ribs, and still the champ kicks out. And now the fans really getting behind the champ right now. Aguilera, the first one to his feet, winding up, ducks the clothesline, going for a crucifix. I don't think he can take the big man over. Look at the strength. Sets him up. Tosses him right over. Cover. 1, 2. And a 2 count again. Aguilera now jaw-jacking with the rep. Accusing Rick Knox of drinking. Aguilera now setting up in the corner. Might be caught. I've seen the foot stomp before, but misses the big Yakuza kick in the corner, crushes himself on the top rope. Here comes Aries, drop kick to the face. Rocks the big man slumped in the corner. Beautiful spinning forearm right there. Hooks him up. Brainbuster, drops him right on the head. There's a cover. It's over. 1, 2. 2 count. Austin Aries hit the brainbuster. I didn't think he could get the big man off his feet, but he hit the brainbuster, and still Aguilera kicks out. And a knee right across the top of the head. Nothing fancy about that. And Austin Aries is now calling for the 450. We've seen him win many matches. Aguilera quick to his feet, cuts him off. Forearm to the side of the head, elbow to the top of the head. Aguilera not to the top rope. But look at Austin Aries fight back. Series of forearms and headbutts, knocks him off. Aguilera right back to his feet. Look at the Yakuza kick, catches him in the side of the head, crotches Austin Aries in the top rope. And now, Aguilera really, that took a lot out of him. He couldn't even follow up after that big move, but he had enough. What's he going for here? Nothing fancy. Chokeslam off the top rope, sets him up. Look at the clothesline, the lariat. 1, 2, 3, new champ.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner and new Pro Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion, Aries Aguilera!
Austin Aries, El Jefe told me, never trust anybody with the AA initials. So you got that. But you're okay with me, Aries. You want a rematch? Anytime.